after Mortimer Lightwood so enthusiastically fulfilled his duties as Alfred Lammel's best man, he sits in his office chambers talking with his friend, Eugene Rayburn. They sit before the fire, for though it is nominally spring, it is one of those raw spring evenings in London, when the shrubs wring their many hands, bemoaning that they have been over-persuaded by the sun to bud too soon. And the sparrows repent of their early marriages, like men and women. And the wind saws, and the sawdust whirls.
The wind sounds up here as if we were keeping a lighthouse. I wish we were.
Now, to get to the point we promised to discuss, Eugene, regarding your respected father.
My respected father. Let me substitute the dutiful tautology by substituting in the future MRF, which sounds military.
What an absurd fellow you are, Eugene.
Not at all, I assure you. MRF, always in the clearest manner, provided, as he calls us, for his children, by prearranging from the hour of the birth of each, and sometimes from an earlier period, what the devoted little victim's calling and course in life should be. In my case, MRF prearranged that I was to be the barrister I am today, with the slight addition of an enormous practice which has not yet accrued. And the married man I am not.
And now, your respected father has found a wife for you.
Someone he wishes to decree a wife for me.
Touching the lady Eugene.
There, MRF ceases to be amusing because my intentions are opposed to touching the lady.
Do you know her?
Not in the least.
Hadn't you better see her?
My dear Mortimer, you have studied my character. Could I possibly go down there labeled eligible on view to meet the lady similarly labeled? No. One of the prophetic deliveries of MRF must forever remain unfulfilled. Hello. Apparently one of the ghosts from the neighboring churchyard has lost its way and stopped him to be directed.
Who the devil are you?
Beg your pardons, governors. Might one you be Lawyer Lightwood?
I am. What is it?
Lord Lightwood, every man has earned his living by the sweat of his brow. Not to risk being done out of the sweat of his brow, I should wish before going further to be swore in.
I'm not a swearer-in of people, man.
Alfred Diver.
Is that your name?
My name, no, I want to take Alfred Diver.
I think he means you would like to swear an affidavit.
Aye, that's it exact. How the governor's hit it, I want to take Alfred Diver.
I tell you, my good fellow, that I have nothing to do with swearing.
Then I must be took down.
Where?
Here, in pen and ink.
First, let us know what your business is about.
It's about £10,000 reward. That's what it's about. It's about murder. That's what it's about.
Come, sit down. Will you have a glass of wine?
Yes, I will, and I don't deceive you, governors.
Will you have another?
Yes, I will, and I don't deceive you, governors.
Now, what's your name?
Right, Laura Lightwood, there you're a little bit fast. I'm about to earn £10,000 by the sweat of my brow. Is it likely I can afford to part with so much as my name if that's being took down?
Since the man believes so fervently in the binding powers of pen and ink, I will take him down. I wish I could do so in more ways than one.
Will the governor be so good as to chuck me his diamond where he lives?
Now, if you have quite completed your various preparations, my friend, what's your name?
Roger Ratcliffe.
Dwelling place?
Limassol.
Calling or occupation?
What a side character.
Anything against you? Ever in trouble?
Once. Might happen to any man.
On suspicion of?
Of Siemens pocket, whereby I was in reality the man's best friend. How to take care of it.
With the sweat of your brow.
Will it pour down like rain?
Now, what exactly is the information you have come here to give?
Now let me be took down exactly as I speaks it. I give information. The man that done the arm and murder is Gaffer Exum, the man that found the body. His hand and no other.
On what grounds do you make this accusation?
On the grounds that I was Gaffer's partner and suspected of many a long day, many a dark night. On the grounds that I know his ways. On the grounds that I'm willing to swear that he done it, I might at my mind take me anywheres.
All this is nothing.
Nothing!
Merely nothing. It goes to no more than that you suspect this man of the crime. He cannot be convicted on your suspicion.
Let me be took down again, for by George and the dragon I'm a-coming to it now. I give information then, that he told me that he done it. Is that enough?
Take care what you say, my friend.
I, Roger Rattle, Limassol, what a side character, tell you, Lord Lightwood, that the man, Jesse Exum, commonly called upon River and the Longshore Gaffer, told me that he done the deed. What's more, he told me with his own lips that he done the deed. What's more, he said that he done the deed, and I'll swear it.
Where and when did he say so?
Outside the door of the 6 Jolly Fellowship quarters, towards a quarter after 12 o'clock on the night when he picked up the body. The 6 Jolly Fellowships won't run away.
What did he tell you?
He says to me, Rogue Rattle, he says, for that's the name I'm mostly called, but not for any meaning in it, but because of its being similar to Roger.
Never mind that.
Excuse me, Lord Lightwood, it's part of the truth, and as such I must not. Rogue Rattle, he says, you are a man in a dozen. I think he's telling of a score, but of that I'm not positive, so take the law's figure, for precious be the obligations of an Alfred David. Have you suspicions? I says, Gaffer, I have, of foul play. He falls to shaking and he says, there was foul play, then I done it for his money, don't betray me. Those were the words as ever he used, and I shuns that man their arbor.
Yet you didn't report any of this before. You have been troubled in your mind a long time, man.
Pages.
But he has the opportunity then of earning so much money, you see.
Thought the government's in there, Lord, like what it was that his turn. I had many a time again struggled to relieve myself of the trouble on my mind. But I couldn't get it off. Then out comes this new bill with your own lawful name, Lord Lightwood. And I says to myself, regarding the money, it is a pot of money, and why deny it? Am I always to think more of Gaffer than of my own self? If he's got a daughter, ain't I got a daughter?
And Echo answered,
You have. It is a pot of money. But is it a sin for a laboring man that moistens every crust of bread that he earns with his tears, or if not with them, with the cords that he catches in his head? Is it a sin for that man to earn it? What's more, I mean to have it.
Mortimer and Eugene agree that this man is undoubtedly a lying scoundrel, but he may be telling the truth this once. Their professional status requires them to present his claim to Mr. Inspector. But first, Eugene has one final question for the rogue.
You mentioned the daughter of this Hexam. You don't mean to imply that she has any guilty knowledge of the crime?
No, I don't. But I'll tell you again that the man Jesse Exum, commonly called Gaffer, told me that he done the deed, and he made his own confession to me, and I want him took. This night!